love for the game. Got love for the. One of the main problems we have as a society is we not keeping it real. We plunged into a societal plight where people feel like being extremely rude is keeping it real. That's not the type of energy I'm talking about though. For instance, this phrase, I ain't got nothing against them. They live how they want to live. I'm fine with how they live. It's just not for me. Y'all are lying. Y'all got everything against that. Let me tell you something about life. I was raised in the church. I grew up Christian. As far as like, you know, the idioms for religion goes, the one thing that I used to always hear was, only God can judge me. Are you sure? Because throughout my whole life, I done been outside doing God knows what. And for any onlooker that witnessed me doing these dastardly acts, I was getting judged. There's a reason why people turn their social medias private. There's a reason why if they know that their coworkers have social media or their bosses have social media, they go to their account and block them so they won't be able to see their account. There's a reason for all of this, because no matter what y'all say, when we keep it real to the core, we all judging each other. And I'm gonna be the first person to say, that's fine. Me judging people done saved my life in a lot of scenarios when I just looked over and went, this person looks dangerous. You know what? I'm getting bad vibes from this individual, so I'm not even about to partake in whatever's going on that side of the block. Next thing you know, block got shot up. Or certain things like this individual got piercings in some like questionable places. I don't think this is a person I want to build a union with. And I know what people are gonna say. Oh, just because you have piercings in questionable places, or just because you have tattoos all over your body doesn't make you a bad person. I hear what you're saying, but that doesn't stop us from judging that person. That's all I'm saying. We're gonna judge until the day we die, especially if we're from this type of culture or we was raised a certain way. We're gonna judge people. But the bullshit that comes with human beings is we're quick to judge folks, but excuse ourselves. That's what I don't get. We're gonna do the judging thing because I think subconsciously that's just something built in us to like judge things that are like out of our culture, or if you've seen something before and had a prior experience to whatever you're seeing, you're gonna judge it, right? But it's when we judge people but excuse ourselves, that's the thing that I have a problem with. And that all stems from accountability in life. A lot of people refuse to be accountable, and that shit is so annoying. I'm the type of person that has a story for damn near anything I'm talking about. Whatever topic I bring up, I'm pretty sure I got a story for it. So a homegirl that I had eons ago, years ago, you know, I'm not gonna lie and say we didn't keep in contact. I just ended up, you know, cutting her off and just maneuvering in my life because I was like, this is too much. This is a lot going on. So I ended up moving on from that friendship, but the homegirl I had, she made some questionable decisions in life. And it's just like the perfect example of judging people, but excusing herself, right? She ended up getting with this guy. He was like an illegal immigrant at the time, and she just was head over heels for this dude, right? Now, I'm the homeboy that's always like giving advice and just hearing her out, letting her vent and things like that. So I'm like, yo, cuz got too much red flags. I don't think you should do that. And we're young at the time too. And I'm like, yeah, I don't think you should pursue this individual. And she just made so many excuses for him and things like that, right? Fast forward on to them becoming an item. She ends up marrying the guy and gives him citizenship, right? Now, once this guy gets citizenship, now he starts acting crazy. This dude starts bringing other girls into the house. He starts telling her, you know, I'm not no one woman type of dude. Like, this is how we're gonna be maneuvering. And then it gets physical to where I'm like, yo, bro, you need to get up out of there. Now, I wasn't about to put no superhero cape on and jump up and, you know, go beat on dude because he punching on my homegirl and things of that nature. But when she started breaking the stories down, I'm like, huh? She started unleashing about dude's real life. She was like, yo, his mom don't fucking love him because she live in a different country. He out here thugging by himself and he made a way, but he's a scammer. That's the only reason why he's able to get this, that, and the third. And he's a piece of shit human being. I'm like, damn, all that? So I go, you know what? Better sooner than later. You made a big mistake by marrying dude, but you know, at least your eyes are open now and you can get away from dude. Did she get away from the guy? No, she never left the guy. She ended up staying in a relationship. They stayed being abusive towards each other. And then they opened their relationship to like, what's that word? Being polyamorous? Some shit like that. So they opened up their union to like letting other women be in the union. I'm just like, yo, bro, what's wrong with you? And y'all wouldn't believe what she told me. She basically told me, well, it's just he's mentally abusing me. That's why I can't leave. I said, huh? He's mentally abusing you? Break that down for me. Because you got all these not so nice things to say about the dude. You feel like he's a shitty human being. You married him. You feel all these things, but at the end of the day, you're saying the reason why you're acting dumb is because he has mind control over you? Cap. She's quick to judge him about his character and some of the nefarious things he's done. But when it comes to her holding herself accountable, it was a whole bunch of, yeah, well, the only reason I feel like I'm still kind of around because it's a mental abuse type of thing. And I think I'm stuck in a cycle to where the way he maneuvers with me is making me not want to leave him, which is all cap. That's why if you're maneuvering in this world, bro, just know one thing. No matter what somebody tells you, whether it's, yeah, you can vent to me or blah, 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 they're gonna judge you. That's just how we're designed as human beings. And to be honest with you, you're never gonna know if that person is a solid person until y'all fall out. Once y'all fall out, have a disagreement or a very bad argument, that's when whatever you told this individual in confidence, they're gonna throw it right back in your face. That's why I'm shocked every time I just maneuver out in the world and I talk to other people. My mom always told me like I have like a disarming nature. My mom says for some reason, whoever you speak to or deal with, they just start telling you really vital information about their life. I don't know. Maybe I was a therapist back in my day, or I just got that empathic nature. I don't know. That's probably why people just want to talk and open up to me. But it surprises me when I just walk out and about in this society and I just hear how people just quick to share their deepest, darkest secrets, their traumatic experiences, because they're maneuvering off of a lie that society set up. And that lie is we listen and we don't judge. Big cap. You're always being judged by your actions, and that's the problem. Phrases like we listen and we don't judge is the reason why people are acting out. We live in a society now to where people are just openly telling you what type of shit they on. When I was growing up, the girl that did pretty slutty things in school, she did not want to be known as a girl that did slutty things in school. Matter of fact, if she was ever exposed, that shit would have ruined her. So much so to where that girl would get up and just go to a different school. She would transfer to a different school. That's how bad it was to be outed as a promiscuous woman. Now people are governing under the guise of, oh, we listen and we don't judge, to where women just out here. They just like, you know what? Here's my OnlyFans. It's bad out here. And then on the other side, you got dudes out here that just simping in the open. They even rapping about it, glorifying tricking, glorifying spending that shit, getting women's bags, flying women out, taking women on vacations. They just, I ain't like your boyfriend, he a broke nigga, I'll spend that shit on you. Nigga, that shit is embarrassing, nigga. That's the lowest form of man you could ever be, bro. You get your man car revoked maneuvering and acting like that. I just wish we can go back to shaming nefarious acts, because at least when I was growing up, if you were like doing dastardly things, you would try to hide it, you know what I'm saying? Because you know you'll be judged and it will affect your life. But nowadays, people are confused. They think, oh, if you judge me, you're a piece of shit. Oh, who are you to judge me? That's the idea and ideology they moving with. But it's like, bro, you're gonna get judged, so stop. I can't tell you how many videos I watch YouTube creators react to where a person is on their TikTok sharing a vile ideology that they subscribe to, and then the next TikTok they have, this is on YouTube. They post the TikToks on YouTube because I have no social media. But the next TikTok that individual would have is them talking about how, yeah, you know, just because I said all black people should die, I've had multiple people dox me, they called my job, so now I'm out of a job. No shit, Sherlock. The reason why you're out of a job because you're TikTok and your crazy racist rants is because you are being judged by the content of your character, you idiot. Stop listening to society that promotes bad ideology, because you're always gonna be judged. Now, within the society, what makes it even worse, not only are people judging you, the people that are judging you are fucked up individuals too, but they give themselves a pass. Bro, you know how hypocritical that is? You can't be out here judging people while you're moving nefariously, be like, nah, but I'm different though. That shit is so crazy to me. That's why I just sit in the cut and watch everything. My mom raised me and my dad raised me to always take accountability no matter what, to not be a hypocrite. So if I see somebody maneuvering a certain way and I'm kind of maneuvering the same way, I'm not gonna go holy as thou and be like, hey, stop doing all that, this, that, and the third, while my hands is unclean as well. And I got my own vices. It just doesn't make sense to me. But that's a society we're living in, bro. Everything is ass backwards. We judge others, but excuse ourselves. And I will never understand that. Something's gotta give or something's gotta change, because at this point, bro, it's looking real bleak for the future. Now, I've seen some people that, you know, they still got principles and morals and things of that nature, but I don't know, man. My advice to people is always maneuver like you're being judged, because you are.
Growing up, I was doing all kinds of shit. Too many problems in my life I was trying to fix.